Hello everyone. So once again I'm here in front of this iTouch. It's been a handy, very nifty device. And so right now I just did that heartfelt, I guess do what your heart feels kind of video. And that actually got me thinking, and I might do a sort of series or something on heartfelt living. And actually, just as a quick note before I get to what this video is about, a couple days ago I was listening to an astrology podcast, and the host was talking about how her writing is, I think as her writing is very Gemini, but she's very Aries in the way that she talks. And I've noticed that there's a big difference in the way that I speak. Like in my all the videos that I've made up to this point have just been sort of me just talking without any real idea of what I was gonna say, and my writing is not like that at all. And I've always kind of noticed that my writing isn't how I speak, but I really notice how big of a difference this my just I guess my flowy talk mode has between my writing mode. I don't really edit stuff that I write, and I'm keeping the camera sort of on the side of or with my face this way, and with this over here, because I think that's important. I see a lot of videos being made with really cool tapestries in the background, and it's like our energy symbol. It's the focus. It holds focus for the viewer as well as for the speaker, for the video maker. And I think it's really crazy what we're doing through all these videos, this whole YouTube community, the conscious YouTube community, particularly the ones with tapestries in the background, because we're sort of creating images that become locked into our minds, or at least our subconscious, and creating vortices, energetic vortexes within our homes, but also I guess like our YouTube channels, and within the subconscious and collective consciousness. Um, you know, so there's that. But so here's some heavy stuff. Not heavy, but it might be a little heavy. I've written it, so I'm gonna be looking down a bit, and I'll get through it a little quick. I suggest you stay through this one, even though it's already 3 minutes. So, okay. So heartfelt living, as an expansion of the last video, I've just written down a couple things here to explain that further. And I guess I'm just going to read through it. I might make a separate video to explain each of the points made, later on, but I'm just going to read through these now. So, the heart center, or chakra, is at the center of the chakras. So up your spine you have 7, and the heart center is at the middle, and is the unifying agent between the lower centers and energies and the higher ones. It is in the heart center and in a heart-led living that lower frequency and base desires and negative subconscious and karmic patterns and tendencies are recognized, purified, and transmuted to allow you as an individual to grow, accessing higher states of awareness and living more consistently. When one is heart-centered, one is cosmically aligned as well, tuning into the galactic center and all systems within the micro-macrocosmic organism, which is self-reflective and self-provoking within the system program mainframe. Thus, one in heart consciousness is one in cosmic or Christ consciousness, being a testimony and example of heaven within the heart and on earth, perpetually living with the spiritual flame of inspiration within the heart. One ignites inspiration in the hearts of others, fulfilling prophecy and the second coming of Christ. Which, by the way, I've got a separate note, just explaining my thoughts on that. I'm not Christian particularly, or anything. I was raised Catholic, and at times in my life, I've had very strong connections to Jesus and Christ and Jesus Christ, and I think the Bible is great. You know, besides all the editing that's taken place throughout the last 2,000 years, there's definitely a whole lot that's been left out of the Bible, but the Bible is really a mystical book, and it really explains a lot of stuff. I've seen reading through the Bible. I've seen so much evidence for karma and reincarnation, and the chakras. Even there's the seven temples of the body, or something along those. I haven't been reading the Bible lately, but it's really inspired me at certain times in my life. And if you haven't, I suggest you do. Psalms is great if you kind of move off that divine inspiration kind of devotion, but all of it's really good. And so here's this note and some a thought on the we are, I think, really living in the end of days, the end of time, and it's all these prophecies from all these cultures, from all throughout time, all over the world. They are being fulfilled right now, and so this particular thing is just about Christ, but so here it is. The second coming of Christ will be experienced in the hearts of multitudes as a state of being and love, in which the Holy Spirit descends into, or more correctly said, awakens within the heart of individuals on a massive scale, rather than as an embodied and separate Savior or leader. Thus, heaven shall unfold upon the face of the earth. So, even the Christian prophecies, I believe to be true. Just not so much in the way that I guess Christians themselves believe it to be true. Jesus was a man of complete acceptance, universal love, and definitely not, he didn't proselytize or anything. And I'm sure that between the only ages mentioned of Jesus in the Orthodox Bible, of when he was born, and then when he's maybe a little kid, and then when he's like 33, it just makes sense geographically and with his teachings that he, in those 33 years, he was over in India, in Jerusalem, all these places of mystics. I mean, I'm sure that his teachings are connected to the Buddha, to Hinduism, to Muslim teachings. The Quran is an amazing spiritual text, and the whole time I was reading the Quran, I was thinking to myself, this is just like the Bible written by a different person, and so that's that. But all is fulfilled as it should be, and all moves forward as it should be. We are in a conscious entity. All of us are part of something much bigger, and it is aware of everything that's going on, and we can tap into it. And just as a quick note, a lot of people, they'll try to develop a lot of psychic or intuitive abilities, and they skip the heart. They'll put all this emphasis and focus on creating psychic abilities within themselves and clairvoyance and all this stuff. But such abilities, actually all of the supernatural powers associated with mystics and psychics and all that are attained as byproducts, as side effects of moving one's own mind and spirit closer to the source of all creation, to God. And they just sort of happen spontaneously. They awaken within the body because it's natural for us to have such abilities. That is the direction of the human potential and evolution. And there's, instead of telepathy, we've created cell phones and such. So, and this sort of split between the technology being within our bodies to being external to our bodies is what has created part of the tension created in the world right now. But all of that is being resolved, and I don't see why external technology can't be harmonious with internal spiritual process and technology. And in fact, I see them going together very well. I think that's why the planet has decided to put us on here and move us in this direction. And she's given herself as a sacrifice, because it's, we've hurt the planet a lot, and we're only now beginning to realize how much we've destroyed, how much we've damaged on the planet and within ourselves. But it's good, because that leads to that much more of a powerful awakening, and that much more of intention and potency in what we do. So do what you do. Do what you do, and do what you love, and love what you do. And don't do anything else. You don't have to do anything else. In the Bible, since we're speaking of the Bible, Jesus says to, I don't know if it's a crowd or his disciples only or something, but he says that the birds and the animals have food every day, that they are maintained alive by God. And why do we, as humans who are much more precious to God than the birds and the animals, worry about, how we're going to get food, and worry about money, and how we're going to live, and how we're going to be safe in our houses, and all this? Why should we worry about that when we are much more important to the planet and to God than the animals, who don't worry about it and live in perfect harmony with all of nature, with themselves, and understand the cycles of everything? So, so why is it? And what can we do about it? What can you do about it? What can you do about it right now, today, and tomorrow, and the day after that? Okay, so this got long, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was worth the 14 minutes. And, please comment. Please comment, reply, respond with a video, or with, message, comment, whatever you'd like if you want to talk. See, I've been saying less, if you've watched that video about me saying so I've been saying it less. I've said it a couple times in this video, and that is all. So you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wonderful rest and dreams. Hope you have a lucid dream. How about that? and live your love, really, really. Okay, blessings. Namaste.